What's up? I'm just going to show you on this one on this video how to draft a team on FanDuel. All right. As you can see, we're gonna scroll on down, look at the football contest. I've clicked over here on NFL only because I don't care about MLB. We'll just look at this $1 NFL salary cap league. We'll click enter. All right. Now we'll go ahead and start scrolling down. We see that it has a prize total of 225 people. It pays out 27 spots out of 250. So it's a pretty weak payout structure. It's only paying out just above 10%. So I wouldn't recommend entering a tournament with that kind of payout structure. But like I said, for the purposes of this, I'm just wanting to show you how to draft the team on here and get familiarize yourself with the draft software. So if we look up here, it shows you all the games that are slated this week. If you just want to look at players from one of those games, you just can click on New Orleans, Atlanta, and it only lists players in the New Orleans, Atlanta game. I usually just leave it on all games and don't worry about it unless I'm looking for a specific player that I can't find. So this is a 1 quarterback league, 3 wide receivers. There's no flex. They have kickers, boo, and defenses. And it is half point PPR, which is also a boo. So let's go ahead and get selected. We have a salary of $60,000, which gives us an average of 6,667. Just the devil 666 right there. No, let's go ahead and pick a quarterback and get this party started with this league. So we'll look at let's just go ahead and take we want somebody with a decent price range. Let's go ahead and take the red rifle for illustrating purposes. Alright, so we have the red rifle. We want the red rifle's weapon. We'll go ahead and take AJ. We'll make this a Cincinnati Bengals led team. Go ahead and select a couple running backs. Got 62 left per player. Actually, let's go ahead and take our defense and kicker first so we just have a better idea. This site also requires you to pay astronomical amounts for defenses and kickers. It's another reason why it's not a favorite on mine. You saw the prize payout structure, top 10%. That's just another reason. We'll go ahead and take Legatron from the Rams because he's the cheapest. And we will go ahead and take Jacksonville defense against Philly. They're the cheapest. All right, so let's go ahead. That gives us 69.80 per player left. That still didn't help us out a whole lot, but let's go to running back. And see, we took a cheap quarterback with a fairly expensive weapon, but the 2 cheapest defenses, and we're still in financial trouble. This site, in my opinion, does not allow for you to set the best possible rosters. It kind of takes the advantage out of the player's hand, especially if you want to get one of the premier wide receiver targets. And remember, it's half point PPR, so if AJ Green catches 10 balls, that's only worth 5 points as opposed to the 10 it would normally be. You're more banking on yardage and touchdowns here. The same goes with your running backs. So in the 6,900 range, Ray Rice would be an interesting play, but he's suspended. So let's take go ahead and take Stephen Ridley at Miami. Actually, yeah, and we'll go ahead and take Oh, why not? Let's appease people. We'll take Bishop Sankey. People seem to be on the Bishop Sankey wagon. I'm not necessarily, but just for the purposes of this video and showing you how to select the team, we'll put him on here. It should make some of you happy. Some of you like some Sankey. Let's go ahead. That leaves us 7,233 for the 2 remaining wide receiver spots and our tight end spot. Let's go ahead and look over tight ends first and see if we can get a decent value here. You know what? We're gonna actually, let's spend on tight end for a change. We'll put Jimmy Graham in there. And on wide receiver, we're gonna go down here somewhere. We got 6,800 per player, so we could buy, well, he's suspended, so we can't buy Josh Gordon. I guess we could. Watch, there'll probably be people week 1 that play him even though he's going to be suspended. Let's go ahead and play Deshaun Jackson fits in there, and that gives us 6,900. Which looks like it's Cruz and Welker and L fits. So all 3 of those are nice with decent matchups. Let's go ahead and take let's go ahead and take Cruz against Detroit. There you go, and we have a team. We've actually spent all the money. Remember, I tell you, if you don't spend all the money, don't worry about it. This team is weak at running back. It's a weak also at quarterback, but we've got a nice receiving core and have a monster tight end, and we are super weak at kicker and defense. Keep in mind, like, I would recommend doing a lot more work, research, paying attention to matchups, paying attention to how many points those teams gave up last year against players. We can break those down for you in later web videos, but right now I just wanted to familiarize you with the way to get a lineup together, paying attention to the ins and outs of the site and your different salary caps. So we're gonna go ahead and click enter here, and that's it. And remember, just like all the other sites, you can multiple enter and everything. And as you can see, I haven't deposited money on this site yet, and this is free roll money that's left over. I don't even know, to be honest with you, that I will deposit money on FanDuel. But I wanted to let you know that if you wanted to play on FanDuel, give you insight on how to set up a roster. So just click enter and you're all done, and you guys have a good night. And